Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we have a speed review. There have been so many new makeup releases on the market. I'm sure some of you out there are overwhelmed by all of the releases. That is where I come in. This is one of my favorite videos to film. I get to come back and chat with you about products after thoroughly testing them out so you can get my final thoughts on them and also find out if they are worth the money or not. So you already know the drill. Make sure you grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into it. Starting off with this product right here from Colfi. This is the Double Life Serum Primer. So this is basically a serum primer with a ton of skincare infused, and it's also supposed to be a blurring primer as well. Me personally, I found that I like this primer best as a serum hydrating primer. I don't really look for it to blur, even though it does say it's supposed to blur. It has a very interesting texture. It doesn't have a blur like the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. It's not blurring like that. When you start to blend it out and it starts to set, you kind of feel it blurring a little bit, but it's not going to give you that intense blur. If you're looking for a good hydrating primer with skincare benefits, I think you're really going to like this primer here. I feel like Colfi is one of those brands that's just so underrated, and they have some really good products. I have been enjoying this primer. I just don't use it as my blurring primer. I like to use it more of like my serum hydrating primer and then go on with like a blurring or mattifying primer in conjunction with this. Along the lines of skin prep, I finally got my hands on the Rhode Glazing Mist. We all know how much I love the Rhode Glazing Milk. This is my favorite makeup prep product. I am literally down here. It is almost time to restock on this product. This has been on my wish list for a while because it's essentially a part of the glazing line. And I have to say, I have been enjoying this. I've been using this in my makeup prep routine and I love it. It gives you that glazed donut kind of vibes. I still use my glazing milk with this. I just love how it looks. I love how my products apply on top of this skincare prep that I do. And this is a really nice mist to have. You honestly can use this mist however you want. You can use it throughout the day, or you can use it to set your makeup if you like that more glowy kind of dewy look. But me, I love this in my skin prep routine. It is so good. The mister is also really fine. Since we're talking about Rhode, I gave in. I got the new peptide lip treatment. This is in Lemon Teeny. Now, I did not know what to expect with this scent, and I don't know how I feel about a lemon scent. It's not my favorite on the lips. You don't really see a lot of lemon tasting, lemon scented lip products. So this was interesting. I don't know if you can see on camera. It's a very interesting color. It has like this pinkish, yellow, orangey kind of shift to it. It's really pretty, but essentially it is gonna look pretty sheer on the lips. On top of a lipstick, this is stunning. This is the new formula as well of the lip treatment. I have not really seen or felt any graininess, but I found that with my older lip treatments, the graininess came over time. I will definitely be updating you on how this holds up and if it gets grainy. Hopefully they fixed it like they said that they did, but we'll see. Morphe has been cooking in the lab. So this is the Morphe Shape Lifter Micro Contour Stick. I have mine in the shade Balanced. Now, when I first tried this out, I enjoyed it. I liked it. And the more that I've actually tried out this product, the more that I feel like it's just too creamy. I feel like I lose control of the product, if that makes sense. Specifically on my nose. Like, I got this to use for nose contour because I wanted my nose contour to be precise, but I find that when I draw my lines and I go to blend it in, it's just so creamy and emollient on the nose that it kind of goes all over the place a little bit. So I just found myself not really loving the formula because of that. You can literally use this anywhere you want, but I don't know if it's my nose is just so slippery or this product, but I just haven't been loving this every time I use it because I just feel like it starts to get a little bit messy on the nose. I have tried a lot of setting powders, and this one is the Made by Mitchell Baked Setting Powder. I was so excited when this came out. I'm still excited about this product. This is for those of you who don't really like a lot of powder. You're the kind of person that just really wants to keep the finish of your makeup how it is, but you still want to set your makeup. That is where this powder comes in. I feel like this is such a nice, lightweight, everyday setting powder. I have two shades of Mom's Toast and Never Fully Pressed. I use Mom's Toast to set the face today. Only thing I will say is the packaging is just not my favorite. This is what the packaging looks like. I love that Mitchell included a mirror. This is great if you want to use this on the go. And then they also have a powder puff in here too, which he recommends keeping this powder puff in here. But if you do not put this powder puff back in here and you close this, all of your powder is going to come out of the sides. And then honestly, even when you still keep the powder puff in here, a little bit of powder is going to come out of the sides, but not as much if you didn't have this. But I really like this setting powder a lot. It is a talc-free setting powder. I think Mitchell did an amazing job with this powder. Other powder I've really been enjoying is this one from Revolution. I've been liking the shade Translucent. This is a setting powder that has a lot of coverage, but it is so blurring, and it's talc-free. And it's $9. It is such a good, affordable drugstore setting powder. Again, with the packaging, my only complaint about this powder is you waste a lot of the powder out of this. This is technically their new, oh my gosh. This is technically their new packaging. You have to pour your powder in here, and then of course you're gonna have leftover powder. You're probably not gonna go through all of the powder in here, so you'll have to dump it back in the cap. But even then, it gets very messy and powder goes all over because, you know, it's still like they have some in the cap. That's the only thing I will say, but this is such a good blurring talc-free setting powder and I love it. Now, Fenty has been doing their big one in the lab. This is their new Bright Fix pressed powder. I have mine in the shade Banana. I have it on right now and I love this pressed powder. This is what I've been missing in my collection. I've been needing a nice pressed talc-free brightening powder to clean up everything, to just smooth and brighten up the center of my face. This is perfect. Ever since I got this, this is what I've been using for that perfect finishing touch, and I love it. Every release that Fenty has been coming out with lately has just been top tier. If you love the Invisimatte powder, you're gonna love this. This is essentially the Invisimatte powder just with shades, and they have a really nice shade range to choose from. This is too good. Let's talk about some blushes, because if it's a blush, your girl is gonna try it, and I have quite a bit of blushes that I've been trying out recently that I have really been enjoying. Starting off with these right here from Tower 28. This is the new collab with Tony Bravo. If you don't know who Tony Bravo is, she is a really popular content creator and I love her. She is obsessed with blush, just like your girl, so y'all know if it's a Tony collab, it's gonna be good, especially when it's blushes. This is the shade Sunset Shirley. Do you see how vibrant this is? She gave us very inclusive blushes. These are so gorgeous and I love this. This is a self-setting formula. It's like a blush and a setting powder combined. These have so much pigment to them. I wore this blush out in public the other day and I got so many compliments. A lot of people were asking me what blush I was wearing and I was so excited to say that it was this one. And they didn't even know that this collab was a thing. I feel like they announced this collab the day before it launched and I was like, we needed some hype. We needed some build up with this, but I'm gonna shout it from the rooftop. These two blushes are stunning, and I think that she did an absolutely amazing job. This is just so gorgeous. Do you see? I love it. This is the shade Downtown Daiquiri. This is what I have on right now. It is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I love this. It's so hard to come by orange blushes. We really don't have a lot of orange powder blushes on the market. So this collab with Tower 28 is perfect. I love it. The only thing I will say is Tower 28 said that these are limited edition. I don't understand why. I don't get that. I remember when this formula initially first launched a while ago, I tried out the blushes and they pulled very ashy on me and I was so disappointed because the formula was there. The formula had so much potential. It was such a beautiful blurring formula, but now seeing Tony with this collab, I'm just like, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I just don't get why it's limited edition though. It has been such a long time since I've been excited for a Charlotte Tilbury release and these blushes have had me very excited. These are the Unreal Blush Sticks. These have been my go-to summer blushes. What I love the most about these is that these blushes give you equal pigment and equal glow. A lot of the glowy blushes I've tried in the past, you have more glow than pigment. You barely had a base color to them, but these, you get both. So this is the shade Berry. Gorgeous. So gorgeous. This is the shade Cherry. I have this on under the Tower 28 blush. It is so gorgeous and so glowy. These are the blushes that really got me into glowy blushes. I have been rocking my glowy blushes lately. It's such a beautiful formula, lasts such a long time on the skin. I love these. I have nothing but good things to say about these blushes. Same thing with these Dior blushes. I am so happy that they chose to reformulate these because these are so much better than the last ones. With the last blushes they had, I really had to dig my pan in there to get pigment, to build it up. And with this, you do not have to do that. I go on with one layer and I'm good to go. These pick up the perfect amount of pigment to them. They look so blurring on the cheeks. They look really, really gorgeous. They're amazing. Like, look at that. That is a lot of pigment just from one swatch in the pan. That is really, really good. And you could not get this kind of pigment with their last blushes, and I've just really been enjoying these, especially with the Charlotte Tilbury. Like, the combos, these two together are such a pretty combo because these are not like a flat matte. They kind of have almost like a natural finish to it, a hint of a glow, and they're just so beautiful. We haven't had too many bronzer launches, but I have tried this one from Natasha Denona, and I have to say that this formula really surprised me. This is her High Sculpt Liquid Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Fling. This is a bronzer that does not have an applicator, but I have to say, it is growing on me, okay? I just pop it on the back of my hand. I'm good to go. I don't even think twice about it. I'm just so used to it now. I just love how this looks with my skin tints, my medium coverage foundations, my full coverage foundations. It just melts into the skin, gives this really, really pretty glow, and I love it. It's so, so, so pretty. It sets beautifully with the powder as well. I don't know where Natasha has been getting her formulas lately, but I need her to stay there. From the blushes to this, the formulas have just been so, so, so good. I need her to keep it up. I did try this highlighter palette with Made by Mitchell in collaboration with Hollie, his best friend. This is called the Three's a Crowd palette. This is such a gorgeous blush topper kind of highlighter palette. If you have not tried Made by Mitchell's highlighters, these are highlighters that just look wet on the skin. They really melt into the skin as well. They're not chunky. They're just a really nice sheer highlighter, but they still pack a punch and they just melt into the skin. This middle shade right here has been my favorite blush topper shade. It's so gorgeous. It's called Gloaming, and I've just been loving it. I hope to see more highlighter palettes from Mitchell because he does highlighters very well, and I feel like it's one of his most underrated products. Speaking of Mitchell and the Hollie collab, we have this bundle here, the Paloma's Home Bundle. Now, this is a lip combo that is so different for me, but I've been reaching for this so much, especially this lipstick in the shade Paloma. It's a lot more pinky than I go, but it's so, so pretty. All of this is good. His lip liner formula is really good. This is my first time trying the Mattitude lipstick formula, and I really, really like it. It's not drying, which I love. I love that it's not drying. I also really like his new Beam gloss formula. Did y'all know that he reformulated the Beam glosses? They're gonna come in this component, which I do like, but the formula is a lot more thinner, and this shade is gorgeous. And also in this bundle, it comes with a Blursh Lights. If you're not familiar with this is a liquid highlighter, which gives more glassy kind of effect. It's very sheer, but you know, it's kind of transparent in a way. They're so gorgeous. This collab with Hollie, he did an amazing, amazing job. Rare Beauty lip glosses. I've also really, really been enjoying these. Rare Beauty did a great job with these as well. These are not sticky. They have a lot of pigment to them where you can just put a lip liner on, you're good to go. They smell good. They smell like peaches, like some kind of fruit. It has a really pretty sparkle. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. The shade that I'm wearing today is the shade Spark. I have a little lipstick underneath, but the gloss color you can definitely see. I need every single color in this lip gloss formula before the end of the year. Speaking of lipstick, these are really, really amazing. These are the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Blur lipsticks. So I have on the shade Perfectly Blurry. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. It just literally melts into the lips. The lip liner blends into it so seamlessly. Like, it's such an easy blend. This lipstick makes lip combos so easy. I don't know why, but it seems as though I've been sleeping on the CoverGirl lip formulas because this is so good and I cannot get enough of it. This has become one of my favorites at the drugstore. I've been finding a lot of really good drugstore staples and I am really happy about it. I'm very, very happy about it. If you like a more blurring, cloud-like, cushiony, plush kind of lipstick, I think you're really, really gonna like these from CoverGirl. This one is Honey Blur. This one is Into the Blur. It's a lot more pinky. So gorgeous. But my favorite one is this pear one right here. I also finally got to try these from Naturium. These are the Photo Glow Lip Balm Shimmer. The Naturium lip balms are my favorite favorite lip balms at the drugstore. They are so affordable and so glossy. I can literally sit up here and rave about Naturium lip balms all day long, but I finally got to try these shimmer ones and I love them. I love the doe foot applicator with these because you can really be precise and really coat your lips with the product. I need all the shades again. Okay, literally count how many times I've said I need all the shades, because that is how much I've really been enjoying these lip products lately. There's just been so many good lip products on the market, and your girl is just excited. She's just excited about all of them. Like this right here from Fenty. Fenty has been giving us so many fun gloss bombs, and I'm just so excited about it. This one creates a really pretty lavender. I feel like this is such a great way to add color into your lip combos. If you want to spice it up a little bit, make it a little bit more fun, this is perfect. I hope we see more of these. Then we have this Smurfette collab, which I love when Fenty does this. I love when she does these keychains. This is like my favorite thing ever. I love the blue packaging. I love that she has a pH changing lip oil. I love this purple gloss, and it's just super fun. I just had to talk about it. Like, y'all know how much I love those, and I know the formula isn't new, but it's just fun, and I had to talk about it. I just had to. Lastly, for lip products, I did want to talk about the e.l.f. lip stains. Now, I have some thoughts about these. Now, first off, let me just say Cherry Cola is my favorite out of all of them. I think it's because it's the most neutral, and it goes with a lot more lip products, so it's nice to just dab it in the center, pop a gloss on top, I'm good to go. One thing I have found with this formula is if your lips are dry, these are going to cling to dry patches. It's going to cling in the lines of your lips. In the demo, you see I kind of just work lightly and build it up to the color that I want. I have put these on when my lips are dry, and I regretted it because I could not wipe away the color because these will literally stain. I've also tried these on the cheeks as a blush. Was not a fan. I feel like this is better on bare skin. Maybe a slight tinted moisturizer. On a full face, these were non-existent for me. I usually don't rave about skincare a lot, but when I do, you know it's good. Now, this is from You to the People. This is their new SPF 60 sunscreen. When I tell y'all this is a sunscreen that does not leave a white cast, it melts into the skin, does not leave me feeling greasy or oily throughout the day. This is perfect. I initially started out with a sample of this, and I just had to get a full size because I loved it that much. And I cannot say enough good things about this sunscreen. It has become a true staple of mine, and it's by far the best sunscreen I have personally ever tried. I have tried a ton of sunscreens, and this one has really exceeded my expectations, so I've just been enjoying this. I have really tried a ton of setting sprays. This is the Powder Melt Setting Spray. This is the best makeup fixer. If you feel like you went in with too many powders and your face is looking powdery or a little cakey, you spray this. It is going to give you the most flawless finish to your makeup. It's going to melt those powders together. Just when I think that I didn't need something else in my routine, something else comes out and it's like, wow, Tati, you needed this in your routine. This is one of those makeup products where I cannot do my makeup without it. I feel the same way with the new Fenty Bright Fix Setting Powder. These two products just make my makeup look 1,000 times better, and I can't even remember what my makeup was like without them. Truly. This has been a go-to of mine for the summertime, the Until Dawn SPF setting spray. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I prefer this one over the original. I just feel like this nozzle is so much easier to spray. I also feel like you get a nice even coat with this one as well, and I just like this one so much more. It has a very subtle smell of SPF, but I really like this one. I think this one is going to be the one that I do choose to repurchase out of the two. I just like this one a lot more overall. The L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. Do y'all remember when I tried this out in a testing new makeup video and it took me out? Do not inhale this spray at all. Don't inhale it. It is not going to be good if you do. This is one of those sprays that really does work. It does a great job at helping with the longevity of your makeup, and I have to say it is a dupe to the one size. Like, it actually is a dupe. If you can get past the intense smell and the intense sprayer, your makeup's not going anywhere. The Tear Mask Setting Spray. Now, this was very viral, and I finally got to try this, and when I tell y'all, this does wonders for the longevity of my makeup. I was very impressed. I was wondering why they call it Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. I feel like if I put on a mask right now, my makeup's not going anywhere because I feel like my makeup does not budge when I use this. It also says it's long lasting, it has a blurring effect and a moist finish. This is a really, really nice one. I know that they have a pink one that I would really like to try. I think that one's the matte one, I think. Not sure, but I would love to get my hands on that because I've been very, very impressed with this setting spray. Fleur came out with a new body mist, the Vanilla Nectar. Really, really have been enjoying this one. It is very different from what I expected. It's like a little bit sweet with a hint of vanilla, but it's warm, it's cozy. I think this is a great fall scent. That's definitely when I'm going to be using it a lot more. I find myself reaching for this more during the nighttime than the daytime. Not really sure why, but I just love that nice, cozy, warm smell that it has. This has papaya nectar, apricot, sugar tangelo, peach blossom, coconut orchid, jasmine dew, whipped vanilla, cedar, and honeyed amber. There have been a lot of Fleur sprays and they've just been surprising me with every spray that they come out with. I've just thoroughly enjoyed just about all of them. Also have this new body mist from Sol de Janeiro. This is Sundays in Rio. I don't say this often, but when I do, you know it's serious. I gotta buy another one because this smells like 40. 40 is my favorite Sol de Janeiro scent. This smells like 40, but make it nighttime, if that makes sense. This is so good. This has warm vanilla, pink pepper, and ambered musk. I love the smell of this. It smells so good. It has like that 40 DNA in here. It smells sweet. I love it. I definitely want to get another one. I cannot believe this is limited edition. I feel like they make all of their best scents limited edition, and I don't understand. I don't get why they do that, but this is so good. Definitely gotta buy a backup. Last category we have is eyes. And let's talk Miss Danessa Myrick's Color Fix Sticks. You know Danessa is gonna give us creativity, fun, color with all of her releases. Of course, innovation and functionality. She gives it all to us with her releases, and these are no different. If you love the original color fixes, you're gonna love these sticks. So one side is metallic, one side is a foil, and I used Duo number 3 for my eye look today. I have to say, I much prefer the foil side over the metallic because I just love that like sparkly, intense, shimmery kind of effect. Metallics are nice too, especially for a nice well-rounded base. They're really good, but the foils are where they're at. Like look at, oh wait, let's put it here. Look at this. And they feel wet and cooling to the touch. I also love that these are magnetic, so if you don't really want to travel with, you know, these two together, you can change it out with another one, or you can just take this stick and pop it in your bag if you want to, which is really, really nice. And then this is the other side, and that's the metallic here. The metallic is really great for putting all over the lid and then topping it with the foil. So there is a time and a place for the metallic for me, but the foils are incredible. We have this collection here from Odin's Eye. This was a really cute collection. Formula on all of these palettes is very consistent. Love the Odin's Eye eyeshadow formula. It really just comes down to what color story speaks more to you. This one's one of my favorites. This one is the Summer palette. I just love me some blue eyeshadow. You'll know how I feel about blue shadows, and I just think this is so stunning. This shade is gorgeous. This is the winter one, also one of my favorites in the collection. I love purples as well. They have so many beautiful purple tones in here. I love the look that I created with this palette and the summer. It was so pretty. That look lives rent-free in my mind. This one is the spring palette. I used this in my last trying new makeup video, so definitely go and check it out. I enjoyed the look that I created a lot. It really surprised me. This one is the autumn palette, which is also really, really pretty. I love those greens. I want to do a look with these greens here. That would be so pretty. This palette from Singe Beauty, the Agate Temptation palette, is such a gorgeous summer palette. I've had a lot of fun creating looks with this palette. I think Angelica did an amazing job with this. I love the warm tones. I love the shades of green. I love the depth in here. Such a beautiful palette. The formula is really, really amazing as well. And I love this packaging too. Very pretty. We have this collab with Wet n Wild and SpongeBob. Can I go down memory lane for a quick second? Because I remember a couple years ago, I think it was 2020 or 2021, Walmart had released the first collab with Wet n Wild and SpongeBob, and I went to Walmart, bought just about everything in the collection, went home, filmed a YouTube video for it, and it's now one of my most viewed YouTube videos. This is such a full circle moment for me because Wet n Wild sent over the entire collection of this, and I just could not help but think back to that moment of me going home, filming that video. And not only that, I was moving into my first apartment the next day. I had moving boxes in my room. I was very, very committed. I literally remember that day like it was yesterday. It truly does feel like a full circle moment for me. I have a YouTube short up using just about everything in this collection. It is a really fun, cute collection. The look that I created with this palette was so cute. Another look that lives rent-free in my mind. This is a really nice, affordable palette. I love these tones together. I love blues. I love those like greeny, sea foamy kind of colors as well. I also feel like if you're someone who really does not like to use a lot of color on the eyes, or if any at all, this is a nice, affordable way to start introducing color into your looks. Even if you just put a blue shadow on the lash line or just a little bit in the inner corner, it's a great, affordable way to start playing around with some color. That is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I would love to know your thoughts down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I know this was a long one. I'll definitely catch you in my next video. Bye guys.